Hey Geminis, welcome to December 2018. Really quickly, I want to talk to you guys about the November energy, which I'm sure you guys felt was incredibly intense. That November energy was because of the 1111 numerology, okay? So November 2018 was the 11th month in the 11th year. And what 11 is a doorway. It's a doorway into the higher realm, your higher self, essentially. So November of 2018, we were able to really tap into our thoughts, our emotions, and manifest and create what we wanted to see back in. So for instance, maybe you realized last month that, and still this month, you realize that you're thinking of something or a person and they call or text, or you're thinking about something and then you see it. For instance, whenever I drive, for some reason, I'm always thinking about cops, and I drive very safe, so thinking about cops, and then I'll see one drive by, things like that was just affirmations and affirming to you that what you think about, what you feel about, what you talk about, what you pay attention is being manifested into your life. Okay, that being said, Gemini, now going forward, you can take that and take responsibility and ownership and say, now going forward, I'm going to continue to only think about and put energy into what I want and not even remotely put any focus or attention on what I don't want. And that leads us into the first card that popped out for you guys, and that is the partnership card, okay? So the masculine energy in the relationship has been reaching out more to the feminine energy, okay? So whether you're in a relationship or not, you've been reaching out. If you are more masculine, if you are male, you've been reaching out. Otherwise, if you are female, there has been some sort of masculine energy that's been trying to get in touch with you, trying to really connect with you, okay? And this person, the masculine part, the masculine Gemini, wants to move forward, and the feminine Gemini feels that and is not really budging, really contemplating, because you have a lot more opportunities, thinking that you have other opportunities out there that you can be putting your energy and your power into, okay? Okay, great. So 2 more cards popped out. Feeling very pinned down by your thoughts, which has created a new power struggle, okay? Whether that's new money. Money is not always a benefit, right? More money, more problems. Feeling very pinned down by your thoughts, especially when it comes to relationship. What you haven't faced, Gemini, is that you have a fear of change, so that you've been hoarding your power, aka your finances, as a way to make sure that your family is secure. But we all know that you need to spend money to make money. You need to allow that energy to flow. You need to put out the power in order to see it come back. So hoarding it out of this fear is exactly what you're going to continue to get. More reasons to fear and more reasons to hoard. And then when you hoard, you'll start to see it come up in other ways. Like when you think about hoarding, you start to gain weight, and that's you hoarding your fat cells, You'll start to see how you're hoarding and you're not allowing this money and this power to flow. You're going to start to see that in small aspects of your life. Are other people hoarding and being really cheap and not kind of giving you what they owe you, things like that? That's when you're really going to start to see, okay, obviously this is a reflection on my inner self, and I need to go within in order to analyze what's been going on outside of me and make those changes within in order to see those changes manifested outward, okay? Especially when it comes to a young fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, okay? Okay, so that's what your subconscious wants you to know right off the bat. Now let's see what the theme of this reading is. Gemini, thank you. The theme of this reading is that, like everybody else, you've been overburdened with responsibilities. Way too much. I'm seeing this card as a theme this month. I think because the stress of the holidays, we feel like we need to be taking on way much more than we're giving out. Like it's the spirit of giving, right? But you can't pour from an empty cup. So the theme of this reading is you're overburdened with responsibilities because you haven't made the decision to move forward in a certain area of your life, because it's not too bad where you're at. So you're just taking on more responsibilities instead of doing what you need to do to empower yourself to move forward, especially when it comes to Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy, masculine, and your reputation with them, because you've been giving them a lot of your power as a way to make yourself feel more empowered. And that is causing some major transformations within you, especially when it comes to your soulmate relationships, and making the sacrifices emotionally to move on and feel more stable in yourself and with your emotions. She's got her moon and rising in Gemini, so she talks a lot. She's constantly babbling away. Okay, that's the theme of the reading, Gemini. The situation is your investment. So the power that you've invested so far, the energy that you've invested so far, and just really thinking and pondering on that. Like, okay, where did I put my money? Where did I put my energy? Because you're feeling deceived. You're feeling deceived. You feel like somebody has taken from you. These are both internalized. These are both two internalized energies. So it's something that you haven't outwardly said, haven't outwardly acknowledged. You've just kind of internalized it. So you're starting to see it manifest in other areas of your life. That deception, because it all stems back to an investment that you made. And this obstacle and an aid is that you feel deceived. You feel like somebody has taken from you. You're thinking that somebody has taken from you behind your back when you weren't looking, okay? That's the obstacle to what you've invested, but also the aid to what you've invested, okay? Subconsciously, you're thinking that you need a new frame of mind about your integrity and your ego and what you've created for your life, because you want to do what's fair and you want what's right and what's fair. That's what you're thinking about. You're thinking, okay, yeah, I invested a lot of energy into this certain situation and it has a lot of growth now, but I'm being deceived. I'm being deceived because of it. And it was my optimism and my happiness that allowed me to make those investments. So now this deception is forcing you to change your frame of mind when it comes to your ego and your integrity. So what you would do in this situation, okay? You're thinking that it's just not fair. You're thinking about the fairness of it all. Because this is where you're at right now. This is how people are viewing you, Gemini, as someone who kind of stands alone in their power. Somebody who stands alone in their financial power as well. Somebody who I'm seeing like a staple, like really just kind of, really has everything together and really just kind of wants everything to be in a nice little collated and stapled and perfect little package. That's how people are viewing you. Family and friends, there's some negativity there, a negative attachment. Family and friends are the reason why you feel deceived, okay? So it may seem that it's deception from, any of these Leo, Aries, Sagittarians, but the deception is really stemming from your family and friends. Because you invested some sort of power or energy into your family and friends in the past, and they mistreated that, and they took advantage of that, and they deceived you. So now whatever is happening with this fire sign is actually just a lesson that you didn't learn from your family and friends, okay? You allowed them to just take advantage and deceive you, and you knew it inside. You knew the truth. And you knew that it wasn't fair, but you still allowed it to happen. And now because of that, you're now recreating those lessons. Okay? So the most important thing to do, Gemini, is to stem back to that situation with your family and friends when you felt deceived by them, when you gave a lot of your power away and they took advantage. And then forgive them, forgive yourself for doing it, and just acknowledge it. Once you acknowledge it, you bring it to the surface and it clears. Hope and fear is support. You hope for it, but you fear it. You fear having that level of support, especially from your family and friends. And that's because of the deception before. Because the last time you gave your support and you felt supported by your family and friends, they turned it negative in your eyes, okay? In your perception. So because of that, you fear getting to that level of support again, okay? But you actually truly in your heart want that. So what you're going to keep thinking about, Gemini, is this fair? What is balance? What is fair? What do I want that allows for the status quo and for everybody to feel equalized? And what that is going to lead to is a recognition that when it comes to a relationship or a partnership, You haven't moved forward, okay? You just kind of sat on it because you want to make sure that it's fair and balanced to everybody, and that's why you're just not moving forward. And because you're not moving forward, the universe is going to come in and say, well, I'm just going to throw a wrench in everything. The universe is going to come in and just shake up your world, okay? Because you didn't initiate any forward movement, but you still hoped and feared for it. You hoped and feared for the support. And in order to get that, in order to manifest that, the universe has to come in and shake your world up, okay? So that's what's going on, Gemini, with your December 2018. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. As always, if you want a personalized reading that includes astrology and numerology and minus the baby soundtrack, send me a personalized email. My email address is below. Sorry, not a personalized email, just send me an email. Right now I have a special out. I'm really excited about it. So it's a one card video reading a week for the entire month of December. So every week I'll send you a video to tell you the energy of your week going forward for the month of December, and it's just $25. Love you guys so much, and I will see you January 2019. Happy holidays and Happy New Year. Bye, Geminis.